They don't want any trouble. So therefore, they will not speak because they're thinking, they might say something that might hurt someone. Okay, so they're very quiet type personality. Okay, very sympathetic, and very rarely exhibit their emotions. They hide it, in fact. Okay, they're the type of people who hide their emotions. Even though they're hurt, they won't even tell you that they're hurt. So be very careful with phlegmatic, because you can hurt them without you even knowing it. Okay, so you need to understand this type of people, because when you approach them, if you're approaching a sanguine who's very active, very friendly, and then you're a phlegmatic, or who's a bit quiet and slow, they might be bored with you and they'll move ahead somewhere else. Okay, a choleric will get annoyed with a phlegmatic because they want something, and the flag will be a bit resistant, and they'll just say, if you don't want, they'll go attack them with something harsh. Yeah, and that's why. But you need to understand, because you might be a choleric and you might be talking to a flag. That's why I'm talking about that. So important. Understand these personalities if you want to know more about yourself and about the people you're dealing with in your team. And in your team also, why this is important, this is great. You know why? Because in your team right now, if you're in this business for a long time, you have people with different personalities combined here. So when you talk to them, you can give them tasks, and depending on their personality, they will do a lot to help you. Like a melancholy will give you a lot of facts. If you need a person who wants to gather facts, they're the ones you can rely with. If you're going to do something that's factual in task. Okay, so understand that, guys. Okay, now invitation, same thing. When you're inviting, be yourself. Okay, so this is important, guys, because for those of you who are new, your first task to be good at is learn to invite. That's it. Okay, not present the business. Okay, now when you invite, number one rule, please prepare for it. Don't take it lightly, guys. A lot of people, they think, oh, I'll just invite, and then they get burned, and then they burn people. They say the wrong thing, and then they cannot go back now. Okay, so prepare, guys. Very important. Write an invitation script. If you're not the type of person that is good in inviting people, you have to write it down, so then you can compose the way you invite. Okay, and as some people tell me, Gilbert, I invite using my messenger. Don't do that, guys. Don't invite using messenger. Why? It doesn't work. Okay, especially if you're talking to people that you haven't spoken to 6 months time, or 1 year, or 2 years, and then suddenly you send them a text, hey, I'd like to invite you to a webinar. There's a business, very good opportunity to make money. Okay, they'll just shut you down. They won't even reply to you. Always when you invite, use the phone, guys. Use the phone. We have a script that we can go through, but use the phone. Okay, now before you call, practice with your upline, your active upline. Okay, I'm talking about someone who's doing the business before you make a call. So then they can critique you, show you what's the best thing to do and what not to do, and what not to mention in inviting. And remember, number one rule, be yourself. Be yourself. Be confident, and because you're giving your prospect a gift, something that they will take to change their life for the better. It's a solution to their problem. Crowd One is the best solution, guys. The most pandemic proof, lockdown proof, recession proof business. Everyone needs Crowd One. But will everyone join Crowd One? No. Okay? This business is for everyone, but everyone will not join Crowd One. That's a fact. So, what am I trying to say here? Prepare yourself, because there will be rejections coming your way. Now, expect rejections? No. Don't expect rejections, because what you expect multiplies tenfold, a hundredfold. Understand you'll get rejections. So don't get personal. Okay, don't think because they rejected you because you invited them that you're no good and you're not going to succeed. No, guys, everyone who succeeded, not only in crowd one, who became millionaires, who became billionaires, understood this concept that there are people who are negative, there are people who won't see the vision, there are people who are fear driven, not courageous enough to go for their dream. So this is what you need to understand. Okay, your objective only is to set a meeting. Okay, that's all. Okay, to attend the webinar and present, and someone else who will present the business for you. That's not your task. Okay, so again, when you're inviting, always ask questions. And in fact, always end with a question when you're inviting, because when you end with a question, you have control. The person asking the question has the control. Okay, so this is where I will sort of stop the share first. Now, I just want to see, do you have any questions, guys, on inviting? Are you good? Are you not so clear about it? Do you want some help? Let's make this interactive. I've got, I was very bad in inviting before. In fact, I was worst. Okay, but I had to do more. Remember, in anything in life, if you want to improve on what your weakness is, you do more of it, because the more you do of something, the better you become. Okay, so can we get someone? Maria, are you there? Are you still here? Kamusta? Who's going to be who's new here, be brave enough to, let's do an invitation practice. Anyone who be brave enough, guys? And don't worry, this is the point where it's best to do the wrong thing, because then you can identify. We're practicing, guys. Okay, I just want to share with you what you can do to teach your teams. Practice invitations is one of, in fact, the many activities I'd like you to do more with your team, especially on a one-on-one, helping people how to invite properly, and do this, do role playing. This is very helpful, because people then will start, we want to cut all the frustration before it happens. We want people to understand that there is a skill to it, and the more you do it, the more you will improve on that skill of inviting. Okay, so can I call on someone? Is that okay? Silence. Who's going to be brave enough, guys? Huh? If I call someone, okay. Lenny, are you there? Lenny? Come on, guys. Run with me with this. Come on. Who's going to be brave? Remember, a millionaire is strong and courageous. Who's going to be our first millionaire here, guys? Huh? Who's going to be our first millionaire? Who's strong enough to be to have that millionaire mindset, guys? Huh? Come on, guys. Are you there? Yoo-hoo. Come on. Nahihiya. Why? Why are you? Why are you scared, guys? Come on. Okay, let's get one of the veterans then to exhibit the skill. Okay. Rick, can you volunteer, Rick? Don Rick.
Yes, Gilbert here.
Let's show
I'm
them
not.
how to do a proper invitation, Rick.
No,
Huh?
I'm not a veteran. I'm just uh,
What?
new what do you call it? New fight as well. So anyway,
Great. That's good.
yeah,
That's good. Let's start.
yeah.
Are you? Let's do it, Rick. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So let's make a scenario, guys. So let's make a scenario. Okay. I've known Rick. I know Rick is in IT. Okay. He's an IT person, and we've worked in the past. Okay. 5 years. You might want to mute muna si Paul. Okay lang kasi nasa background lang. I-mute mo
okay,
lang,
see,
no?
okay, okay.
I-lower mo yung volume kasi I can
I
hear.
can just lower it.
Yeah, I know you're there.
It-
That's okay. Thanks, Rick. So, okay, so Rick, the scenario is we know each other for 5 years. You know, I worked with you in IT, and you now want to invite me in Crowd One. So, what would your approach be?
Okay, so normally,
Okay, so call me up.
yeah,
Sige, let's
ring ring.
role play tayo. Role play.
Okay, ring ring.
Okay, Rick. Rick,
Hi.
hi. How are you? Oh, sorry. Hello.
Hel-
I preempted.
Hello, Gilbert. How are you doing?
Oh, Rick, is this
Yes,
you?
yes, me. Long
You
time.
sound the same. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Wow,
yes.
long time. Five
I
years.
know, I
Kamusta? How's
know.
things?
That's all good. Mabuti naman. How about you? How's your business?
It's well, at at the moment, you know, things are a bit tough in IT. You know, as you know, although you know I'm in support. You know, however, you know the company I work with had to do some major retrenchments, so they are now doing their major support from Asia, not in Australia. So we cut down staff, so time is not so good, but I'm fortunate I still have a job. But yeah, it's a bit difficult at the moment because of the retrenchments. Yeah. How
I
about
see.
you?
Okay.
What are you doing now?
Yeah, I'm still in IT as well, and however, I come across with a very interesting opportunity, and
Okay.
I think about you on this one. But anyway, I'm on Oras as well. I can only stay for about 5 to 10 minutes. I have to pick up my wife in the station. So, uh, when are you busy? Which days are you busy? Nighttime.
I think I work 9 to 5. I'm also on call, so mostly I finish 5. I go home. I'm home by about 6 o'clock. You know, 1 hour to work and home, and then if I need to work overtime because there's any support issues, I may stay longer. But normally 9 to 5. I'm 6 o'clock. I'm home. Yeah,
You're free.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm free. Yeah,
Uh,
after 6. Why? What's happening? What's your business, Rick?
I
What your plans are?
I have, as I've said, I came across with this very interesting opportunity, and I was thinking about you. I know you are a person who has ambition in life as well for your family. So I thought of you because it's a good opportunity, and uh, I would like to invite you to a webinar if you have 1 hour
Okay,
with your time. So how is Monday or
okay.
Wednesday? Is that uh, okay with you? Which one?
Monday or Wednesday? I have nothing planned yet. Monday and Wednesday. That looks good. But can you tell me more about it? I mean, what business are you talking about? Is it IT related or what is it?
It's actually IT related, but I would like to tell you about. However, I cannot give you the correct picture through the phone. So I would rather have you in a webinar for an hour, and so you can see for
Okay.
yourself and decide for yourself. So is Monday good for
Sure.
you or Wednesday?
Um, I think Monday normally I'm busy because I catch up with the week's work. So Wednesday is looking good. But can you send me some info, perhaps? Send me some information on the company, or is this your own company, Rick, or are you partnering with someone else? Is this related to what you're doing?
Yeah, actually, I'm one of the affiliates of the company.
Okay.
I would love to tell you about the company, but I think it will be better if you attend our webinar, which will show you how who is the company, who is
Okay.
running the company, and
Okay.
the nature of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, we have been friends, and I will never bring you to or show you or share you something that's I have not reviewed myself. So
Okay.
uh, so 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Is that which time are you?
Probably 9 might be too late for me, so 8 o'clock's fine.
Eight
Yeah.
o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
All right then.
So what do we
Can
do
I send
next?
you?
Huh?
Can I send
Okay.
you a link for the webinar, and I will some of the details as well, or the time and who is presenting on the webinar.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. You still have my messenger account in Facebook, right? So just
Yeah,
send me
I
your
will.
details, and then let's touch base there. Yeah, okay.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Okay then. So I'll send you the link. But
Malaki bang capital
wait,
to,
wait.
Rick? Do we have to put a lot of money in this?
Maliit lang to. Maliit lang to. Walang
Okay,
problema sa'yo sa capital. Hindi
okay,
issue
okay,
sa'yo ang capital. Okay? So,
okay, okay.
as
Sige.
I've said, I cannot stay long and I have to pick up my wife. So I'll have to hang up and I'll send you the details by Wednesday morning. Is that okay?
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
All right
Okay,
then. Thanks.
send me the details.
Thanks, Gilbert. We'll see you
Okay,
on,
thanks.
catch
Thanks, Rick.
up with
Okay,
on
bye.
Wednesday.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So, see, he's a veteran. I told you.
Absolutely.
Rick attends my webinars
I know.
and my training. He knows, but that's what I'm trying to say. So very good, Rick. Very good. So as you can see, he's always ending with that important. Oh, someone dropped some dishes. My wife's cooking. I hope she's okay. Outside. Anyway, so you can notice he's always asking questions. So if ever he answers my question, he brings it back with a question. Very important. So he's taking control again. So I have to now reply to him because he's asking me, okay, when's Monday or Wednesday? So notice about giving me two options. So then if I don't know if I can make it Monday, then I'll go for Wednesday or vice versa. Okay. And the also thing I'd like to point out is when he said, I don't have enough time. I need to pick up my wife. So he's preempting me that he has not enough time to spend on the phone. Okay. So I just want to briefly mention the reason why Rick knows is because he's following it. And I know Rick is pretty good in inviting people. That's his strength. That's why I wanted him to share. Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much. But guys, what are the steps? If you follow the 7 steps to invite, I give you a 90% chance that the person you invite will turn up to that webinar and listen. Okay. Now I cannot give you a guarantee that they will join, but at least the guarantee I can give you is they will turn up in the webinar and listen. And that's what they want. Okay. Now I'd like to add a few things to what Rick did. However, just to fine tune, but he did an excellent job. So there's the 7 steps to an effective presentation. Okay. The first step is use the phone. Okay. So write it down, use the phone. Second step is chit chat. Okay, chit chat. Okay, I'll talk about it in detail. Third step to chit chat is give your reason for being brief. Okay, give your reason for being brief. And then number 4 is clear the night. Okay, clear the night. Okay, number 5, invite. Okay, number 6, confirm the appointment. And number 7 is hang up the phone. Okay, so that's the 7th step to an effective invitation. And if you follow this 7th step, there's 90% chance that that person will turn up every single or people you invite will turn up in the webinars. Okay, now chit chat You see why chit chat is important. I haven't spoken to Rick, say, for 5 years. I don't want to feel that he's just wanting to call me so that he can invite me. Okay, so in fact, chit chat to a brief minimum 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, the reason for that is, remember, you don't want to be ending up 1 hour on the phone just chit chatting, and then the person forgot why you called them. Okay, so chit chat. Okay, and then once you've broken the ice, ask questions also, guys, when you're chit chatting, not just saying things. It has to be strategic. When I say strategic, ask questions about their life. Hey, how's things at work? Are you happy where you are? Uh, doing what you love? you know is everything okay with you with work, with the pandemic? Is the family okay? How's Diana? How's the kids? Make make them feel that you're concerned. You're not there just to call them. Okay, so let them speak. Okay, then when they give you things like, yeah, okay, pandemic is there, I'm grateful I still have a job. But at least, okay, the person, if there's a chance, if the opportunity is good, I think they'll be open. So I know now how to approach. He's got kids, so therefore, there's expenditure, there's money, he needs money. So I know how to approach him now in the invitation. Okay, and then the people in your list anyway, you know them, so you don't have to guess. So before you call them, you can write out your invitation already. You know the type of person they are. If they're married, they've got kids, so you can already prepare. Okay, not just on the fly. I'm talking about preparing your invitation. And then once you ask questions and your chit chat, and then what you do now, give your reason for being brief, exactly what Rick said. Gilbert, I could not stay long over the phone. I have to pick up my wife. She's waiting for me in the supermarket, and I only have 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. And then what's the next step? Clear the night. By the way, Gilbert, when are you busy? What's your free nights? You said you're working. Are you working from home? When are you free? Okay, yeah, I work 9 to 5. Okay, I'm free 6. Good. So we know when is free time. So that means he will not make excuses, because I know when he's free and when he's busy. And then after that, you invite. That's what I mean when you're inviting. Again, you need to understand the person's weak points. Okay, for example, I needed to be happy. I'm not appearing happy in my job, so therefore that's a thing that you can now focus on. Also, money. I've got family, but I'm a job, so I'll just have to stick with it. So I can say something. Hey, Gilbert, remember the thing we were talking about before when I worked with you? You seem to be a person who's always looking for something better in life. I think I can help you with. In fact, even in the pandemic, Gilbert, I can help you make money even while you're sleeping. I'm not kidding, man. Euros. Okay, good money. Really? And I'll tell you, you can even make a joke. This is nothing illegal. Okay, we're not going to do anything bad or illegal. Okay, so you don't have to be too serious, or intense. Just make it so light so that the person, doesn't, because the more intense you are or the more serious you are, your prospect or your guest or the person you're inviting will also be tense, and you don't want to send that energy. You just want to be relaxed. And every time they ask a question, love to tell you. I really love to tell you, Gilbert. I really love to tell you, Rick. Unfortunately, as I said, I only have 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's not a great time to talk about the whole detail. That's the reason why I'm calling you, is because we have a webinar, and in that webinar, everything else will be discussed. Okay, all the details. We have facts and figures to be discussed. There's details that you need to listen to. Okay, and then the worst thing anyway, Gilbert, is we can make some money. That's the worst thing that can happen, Gilbert, is we'll make money. Really? Yeah. So then again, always end with a question. When are you available? Monday or Wednesday? Always give two options. Then after you invite, and I say, okay, Wednesday, okay, Gilbert, confirm the night. Have it written down, please. I'll send you a webinar link, password, all that. Please make sure, okay, you're free on Wednesday. Okay, and I'll be there too. Okay, see you then. Bye. Hang up. That's it, guys. A good invitation is between 10 minutes to about 15 minutes. That's it. Okay. So any questions, guys? Is this helping? Yes, no? Are you good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good with this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. That's the way to go, guys. Okay. So again, feel free to ask questions, guys. Now, again, I'm talking about now if you're talking to someone you trust or who trusts you, who respects you, don't go through that way. Okay. That's too formal. Okay. That's too formal, guys. If you know someone you trust, how did I invite the people that trust me, that believe in me, respect me? All I say is, hey, Rick, pare Rick, great things. You know that mobile phone you're using, man, we can make euros. Big money, Rick. Retirement money. Talaga? All I need is I'm looking for 4 partners. I've thought of you, Rick, because I know who you are. You've been close to me. Man, I want to retire with you. But the best thing is this, right? Just send me, all it takes is 99 euros, 180 Australian dollars roughly. I'll tell you all the details. Let's get started. Okay. I've thought of you. You're one of my main partners here. Gilbert, what is it? Is that something, hard? Rick, come on, just trust me, man. I'm not going to put you to something bad. You know that. You should know me by now. Okay. We've known each other for 10, 20 years. Okay. 15, 20 years. Come on. You know very well. I know Dina. She knows me. I'm not going to put you to something that's going to wreck your family. You know this, yeah? So, man, I'll give you my details. 99 euro. Let's get you started. Are you with me, guys? Yeah? So that is how I would invite someone I trust, who trusts me, who respects me. Those are the type of invite. Okay. Now that 7 steps, don't even bother talking about it that way, because they're gonna go, whoa, there's something weird with Gilbert. Why is he going this way? Okay. Are you with me, guys? So let's proceed. Let me share my screen again. And so invitation is important. Please make sure that you get those 7 steps. If you're not used with invitation, practice. Don't use Messenger. I only use Messenger after they've seen the business and I've spoken to them. Share, when I share the videos, as proof, because people like to watch videos on what is crowd one, testimonies of people. That's the only time I would use Messenger, or when I'm sending them the webinar link. That's all. Okay, don't invite in webinar, please. Curiosity approach, important. Giving 2 options and then confirm. Okay, so if I said Wednesday, call me on Tuesday. Okay, to confirm. Don't make assumptions. If I said Wednesday, or Gilbert said Wednesday last Sunday, I'm sure it's gonna come. Things turn up differently. I might be called to work. I might have an overtime and I didn't forecast it, and things happen. I won't be able to turn up on Wednesday. So call me up on Tuesday and say, hey, how do I follow up? Very simple way to follow up, guys. 5-minute job. Call, hey, Rick, Gilbert here. Oh, kumusta? Yeah, me again. By the way, did you get the webinar link I sent you? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, excellent. Password and everything. Good. By the way, did I tell you 8 or 9 o'clock on Wednesday? I just got mixed up with the time. Is it 8 or 9? I think you said 8 o'clock. Okay, good. By the way, instead of 8, in fact, please be there by 7:50, latest 7:55, because the webinar starts on time. So please be there. I'll be there 7:50. So I'll see you, and then we can have a chat after. okay, to discuss any questions you may have after or the next day, whatever is suitable. And I'll see you there, okay? See you at 7:50. Thanks, Rick. Bye. You see, I called him. I made an assumption he's going to come. I didn't even ask him whether he's coming or not. I just wanted to clarify with him what time. That's it. That's your confirmation, guys. Very simple. 5-minute job. Okay? And then after you do the presentation, okay, they've been to the webinar, they listened. Important, important, important. 24 to 48-hour rule. Follow up. Okay, now who will follow them up? Always, guys, I hear this time and time and again. People that are new are following up their people, without knowing much about the business. Guys, please be humble enough to accept that you are new, that you are still learning, that someone who is more experienced can address the necessary questions that the person might ask. Because a lot of people say, oh, they don't know me. How do I get someone, let's say for example, Paul's my upline or Ed's my upline, right? How can I empower Ed to help me close my contact? One way to do it is called edification. What is edification? To empower someone and give them credibility. That is what edification is. So if I know my prospect and they don't know Ed, how can I give Ed the power and credibility so that he can answer and close my prospect the right way? By lifting them up and giving them credibility. I can say to the person, listen, Rick, as you've known, you've seen the business, and I'm sure you might have some questions in your mind right now. Okay, the best thing is let's talk about it. This is after the meeting. Give him a call. We can talk tomorrow. I'll see if my affiliate who's helping me, very successful, Mr. Ed Ting, is free because he's very busy. So I'll see if I can grab a time tomorrow, depending on his availability. I'll find the reason why I want him to be there is because I'm new. This guy has been, very successful in the business. He knows all the answers to the questions I'm sure that you will ask. And I might not be able to answer some or even most of the questions. So the best thing also is I'll bring him along. Now, this is just a Q&A because I'm also new. I'm learning, I don't know all the questions, so the answers. So whatever he says, I'm also training. So I hope you understand this is just for me to become better. And this guy here, he's building a big team. He's doing fantastic things in the business. Now, can I say that to somebody who's just a team leader, 2-star, 3-star, or even coordinator? Yes. Because remember what I said, I'm being generic. This guy is doing great things in the business. He's doing fantastic things. His group is growing, and it's true. He might have 3 people in his team. Now it's 4. Now I'm the 5th, right? His team is growing. So all I'm saying is the truth, right? But he has more power to close my prospect than me, because number one, if I'm talking to somebody that I have influence over, sometimes also those people that I have influence over also know me too well. Familiarity, there's a saying, familiarity breeds contempt, right? If you're too familiar with someone, they take you for granted. So, but if I bring someone who is new, who I can give credibility, then I can pass on all the credibility to them and they can close my friend, my influence, my prospect, whoever, right? That's how it is, guys. And I've heard this many times, people losing prospect because they saw something in the internet and they go negative, and now and plus people used to do other network and they were never successful, and now they're going to do crowd one. This might be the 4th thing, the 5th thing they're doing. How different is crowd one to what they did a year ago from this other company, right? So this is why it's important, guys. Okay. So after 1 hour, we know we lose half of the information. After 1 day, it's 70%. And then after 6 days, 75%. So the sooner we follow them up, the more important. Bring ammunition. Your ammunition is the person who's succeeding in the business and can help you. Let's be humble, guys, and accept that we're new. I know you might be good in whatever you're doing, in your job, in your business, but in Crowd One, you are a baby. Okay, you're a baby and you're in Crowd One 101. So you need someone who's more experienced. Then, and this is where I said also you need to understand your back office, because you also need to understand the process of registration, member placement, whether you put them on the left or right. Okay, how you're going to place is, especially if you're forming your fear of loss. Remember, put 3 people on the one side, okay, family or friend side, and then the last fourth person must be on the other side to activate. Okay, so this is why it's important. Understand that. And then after you've done that, you've enrolled them, they bought the package, whatever, black, titanium, then enroll them to the basic training, technical training, and next webinar. And then give them all this and be there when you tell them you to go. So don't tell them, okay, go to the technical training. Then they go to the technical training, you're not even there. Okay. Doesn't send a good signal, guys. Yeah, but Gilbert, I already learned from the basic training before. Welcome to the club, guys. How many times do we hear the webinar? How many times do I hear the technical training? That's the process, guys. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the system. That's the system. Okay? Share them all the links, guys. We in our group chats, we give you all the links for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Share this to your team, guys. Okay? Be present and be there as well. Okay? Then and then that's the presentation. Renz has a very good presentation. It's not too late. That's why it's good to attend, because there's at least 1,000 to 5,000 people in YouTube watching in YouTube. And it gives a person a bigger perspective on how big this business is. Okay, so be there whenever and every time. Actually, even without you being a prospect, be there. Remember what I said? This will be your system for the next 1 to 2 years. Okay, handling objections. Okay, now this is a bit tricky depending on your skill, whether you know, if you haven't been in network marketing, you know, what are objections? Objections are basically concerns. That's all. Doesn't mean they're not happy with the business or they don't think about the business. It's just there's concerns. That's all. Now think of an onion. An onion has layers. Okay. Now what we're doing when we're handling objections, we peel one layer at a time, because we want to get to the core, the root concern of the person. That's all. So whenever they give you a concern, don't attack them straight away and answer it, because their concern may be just an excuse. In most cases, if they have a concern, they will fill it up with excuses. Okay, and most excuse they will use, I'll tell you now: I'm busy, I have no time, I have no money. These are excuses most of the time. I have no money, guys. 6,000 pesos, 99 euro will not break the bank. If they can see they can become a millionaire here in 1 year, they will find ways to produce that 6,000 pesos or 99 euro. So that, are you with me? I have no time. I'm busy. Remember, we have webinars outside working hours. Okay, we don't have webinars all the time on times that are busy. So that's an excuse. So how can I find out and get to the core of the concern? By asking questions. How do I do that? If they say, okay, I'm busy, Gilbert, I don't really have time. Okay, that's okay. What if I'm able to answer your concern about your busyness and your time issue? If I'm able to address that, do you have any other concern? Well, yeah, you know, I saw this thing in YouTube, you know, someone saying this is a scam. You know, I saw the SEC issue in the Philippines, you know, saying this is a scam or pyramid or whatever. You know, that's my issue. I don't want to do something illegal. Okay, if I'm able to address your issue about scam or legality, if I'm able to address that, are there any other issues or concern that I can address? Uh, Not really. It's just, yeah, I just the things I saw on the internet, and plus, you know, the YouTube videos I watched, you know, that's just my concern. Okay, so you're meaning to say if I'm able to address that, you're okay. Yeah, that's when you start answering it. Okay, that's when you start answering it. Now, I can talk about those issues about SEC in further detail. If you have any other concern, please tell me now. And otherwise, we'll move on because I don't want to spend too much time. Do we have any concern or question, guys, you want to ask? Feel free to unmute yourself, guys. So if there's no other concern or issue on those issues of MLM or network marketing, or is this a pyramid, then we'll move on. Otherwise, you know, I'm happy to address. If not, let's move on, guys. Okay. So Pareto law, 80-20 rule. Okay. 80% might say no. 20% will say yes. But 80% of your volume will come from only 20% of your business. So in other words, there is rejections. This is what I just said. Yeah. Why am I saying this? Not to put you down, not to discourage you, just to let you know this is part of a journey of an entrepreneur or a millionaire. Okay. Remember the story of Bill Gates, you know, when he talked about Microsoft, you know, he talked to 1,200 people, 1,200, 900 of those people when he was sharing the Microsoft concept, business concept. 900 said, not interested, Mr. Bill Gates. You're setting up your company in a garage somewhere in your home, and you're telling me you're going to make millions? You got to be joking. Not interested. 900 people said no. 300 people said, yeah, okay, makes sense. Sounds good. And then out of 300, only 35 said, yeah, it must be serious. And then out of 35, 11 only made him a millionaire. That's how he became a millionaire, from the 11 people. Imagine, 1,200 people, 11 made him a millionaire. Sounds familiar? Yeah, the same with me. I mean, I spoke to 19 people, less than 10 are actually doing the business. Okay? 5, 6, let's say about serious, and you can become a director. Okay, so don't be discouraged. All I'm trying to say, guys, is don't expect the rejections, but be understanding that this will come. Okay, every no you get will get you closer to a yes. Just keep on, nothing personal, guys. Nothing personal. Just keep on moving, moving. Did I get rejected by people I love? My sisters? Yes. My family members, my in-laws, they didn't tell me straight in my face. They said, yeah, we'll attend the webinar, but never attended. Did I get personal? No. That's okay. Why? Because when I become a president, when I become an ambassador in Crowd One, when they come to me, oh, Gilbert, you didn't share with me. I said, of course, remember? A year ago, I told you. At least in the back of my mind and in their mind, they know that I did not miss them out. I specifically spoke to them. They're the ones who rejected the concept, not me. And remember, there's no such thing as 100% ratio. In fact, if you look at rents, I took a photo of this person. I think he's a butcher where he buys his meat every time. And he tried to invite this butcher in crowd one, and every time he invited, the guy would always say no to him, right? So even an ambassador will get rejections. Okay, so please don't be personal, don't be too emotional about it, and don't think the world is crumbling down. No, it's not, guys. It's 100% true that you will get rejections, but it all depends on your attitude. It's all about attitude. 85%. 15% is skill. And remember, you're starting in crowd one. The way you're approaching people might be wrong. So they're getting scared. That's why you're getting rejected. So that's why when you get rejected, you need to analyze, why did this person didn't come to the webinar? Why did they didn't come join me? Could it be there's something I can improve on? Always learn, improve, guys. Okay, don't be personal about it. Okay, it could be the way, you know, you're might be coming across too strong to them. Okay, stuff like that. But remember, your attitude will determine your altitude, how high you're going to fly in this business. And plus, if you're in that mindset of employee, let's accept, guys, okay, not a lot of people have entrepreneur mindset. When I started in this industry, I had a business mindset, yes, conventional, but I didn't understand this business well. So I had to learn and grow. I had to change. I had to mold myself. And that's why by doing that, I became better. And becoming better means you the more success you'll have. So don't take it personally. So what to do next? Keep on sharing the idea, guys. Keep on sharing, keep on sharing. Talk to more people. The more you talk, people will listen to you. But if they feel they can trust you, they will do business with you. Okay, so what to do next also is be accountable to a coach. Choose a mentor that you can relate to, that someone that can teach you what to do next. Okay, because remember, there's someone in this business that has achieved better ranks or better heights than you. Go to that person, seek help. Okay, I'm really serious with this. Please help me. I want to be president by next year. I want to really make this happen. I'm serious. Then be accountable to that person. Okay, so that person is like a coach. Now, anyone who's successful understands the importance of a coach or a mentor. Okay, Tiger Woods is a good golfer. In fact, his dream is to be the best golfer that ever lived. He has a coach. Okay. Bill Gates has a coach. Warren Buffett has a coach. Every multi-millionaire, billionaire has a coach. So that doesn't make you any different. Okay. Constant communication with your upline is important. Why? They need to understand where you are. If you're committed to your dream, don't wait for your upline to call you, message you. Be the first one. Hey, upline, how are you? I just have a few questions here. What can I do to improve myself? I'm seem to not getting a lot of people to the webinars. I don't know. It could be my invitation. Can we have a chat? You know, reach out, guys. Okay, and then teach your team to do the same. Be accountable. Be committed. No excuses, and then follow the system. Sponsor 4 people, guys. This is our rule of thumb. Sponsor 4 people, help those 4 people sponsor 4, and do this when you sponsor 4 within 14 days. That's all you do. Duplicate it, teach it to your downlines, and get them to teach what you've taught them. It's a process of duplication. It works, guys. It's worth it. I'm so excited. This business is a lot of people here right now. Out of these 39, 40 people, I can see some multi-millionaires next year. The question is, are you one of them? You make that decision, not me. Because I know you can do this. Or everyone here is capable of being the best you can ever be. You just need to believe it, keep working at it, okay? And every time you fall or you do something wrong, get up. Get up. You know, there's no failure in crowd one. It's just a matter of time you will get there, okay? because the only losers in crowd one are the people who quit. They quit too early. They're about this close, guys. You're sometimes, we think it's not working. It's actually working. We're actually this close to becoming the person we want to be. That is why we go up a level, because we start to learn, we start to understand that the wrong things we're doing, and then we improve ourselves. We just go inch by inch, because that's how we become better. Okay, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So start with that single step now. Commit, get started, and we will see you at the top. And I will be here for you guys. I'm serious about this. This is my passion. I'm going to make it work, and I'm looking for people who wants to change their life for the better and wants to reach out to other people. Help me, guys. Let me help you, okay, by first focusing on being committed to yourself. Then together we can do a lot. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, do you have any questions, guys?
Sir Gilbert, ako po.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's this? Leia?
Si Leia po.
Hi, Leia. Kamusta?
Hello, okay lang po, malamig. Buti pa
You're in
kayo
UK,
dyan.
no? You're in UK?
Ayan po.
Yeah. Sa amin naman summer. Today was a bit warm actually, but that's the life down under.
Inggit ako. Anyway.
Yeah. Kamusta? How can I help?
How kasi po, tawag nito, parati ako nagsisend ng invite and then explaining to them, not really explaining, like giving them a hint about the business, and then they will just reply me with the thumbs up. Kasi nakausap ko na sila, and then keep sending them about the link ng webinar, and they'll just keep me sending thumbs up or okay, that's all lang po. Though I still have to keep on sending them the invites, the link of the webinar.
Did you actually call them?
I did po.
And
spoke
what
to
happened?
them.
And what did they say?
Hindi sila nag-attend. Some of them attended, and then I followed them up. And then after I followed them up and sending them some link of the webinar, may nag-reason naman na, I'm interested pero busy pa ako ngayon. And then the other one naman is, ano ba yung reason niya? More on busy, and then meron pa akong binabayaran, yung mga ganun po, the usual.
Okay.
So I'm just asking kung hanggang kailan ako mag-stop.
Okay lang.
Mag-invite.
No, that's okay. Whenever they say I'm busy, I have no time, I have no money, these are all excuses. So you need to understand how you can get to the root of the concern. Okay.
Opo.
So this is why I said in the system is number one important. Forgot the other gentleman from last week who sent messages on Facebook through Messenger, and people don't turn up, because it's like anything. How would you approach? You see, say I go to you, Leia, okay, and I say to you, okay, Leia, I've set up a company here in Australia. I spent 1 million Australian dollars. Okay, I've got an office here, and I want you to assemble a team in London. Okay, and if you're able to assemble a team, I've got another office I can set up in London. My budget is about 1 million pounds. Okay, I'm prepared to do that for you, but you're going to be my main contact. You're my main person. Okay, but I want to assure that the team you're going to assemble for me are the ones that are right for the business. Okay, and then so you'll be the one of the executive directors, whatever. If your skill is in accounting, you'll be the CEO, the chief operating officer, executive. But I want you to come to me with the team and these are the positions we will need. Okay, I'll go through the positions, but I'm willing to spend 1 million pounds. So make sure you get me the right team. How would you do it? Would you be approaching them differently now? How will
what
you
do
approach
you,
them? Would you approach? I'm asking a question. I'm going to get to the point. Pero
mm,
how would you approach the people like how you approach with Crowd One? Would be the same approach or different?
it will be different kasi
Why?
1 million. I think it's about the budget.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
What else?
And then it sounds too good to be true. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm
No,
not so
no.
sure.
Let's say I've got the
Mm,
money. I've got the funding,
mm,
Leah. I'm
mm,
guaranteeing you, Leah. I'm going to
uh,
put in. I'm going to inject 1 million pounds
mm,
in. I will fly there. So when you've got the team ready, I'll fly to London, and we'll talk. And I'll interview the team to make sure that the team you assemble is the right team, because that's a lot of money that I will be
mm.
investing. So I'm telling you, you won't be putting anything in, but but I want you to assure that the person you bring to be part of the team is the right ones. Okay, I guarantee you, I'm
Mm.
going to put 1 million pounds. So my question is, would you be approaching them differently how you approach them now?
Uh, I think I'll get some ideas from how to approach from crowd one,
Okay.
and then I'm not so sure if we'll give them some assurance. Maybe I'll try to give them assurance that these companies to give them the financial freedom that they want.
Okay.
Mm.
You know why I said that? Is the reason
Yes, go
why
for it.
I made that scenario is because I want you to put in your mindset that you have 1 million to offer.
Ah,
If you have
okay.
1 million to offer that person, to that people you're going to assemble your team,
Mm.
would you be approaching them differently?
Okay, I know what you mean now. You
You,
should
you know
have
what I'm
this,
trying to say? So
yeah,
it's all
like
about
what you have
mindset.
mentioned
It's
earlier.
all about mindset. So if I told you for every person you will invite that will
Mm.
sign up, I will give you 10,000 pounds for every person.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
Okay.
You're going to be more creative, right? You're going to
Yes.
find ways you need to understand how to approach them more.
Mm-hmm.
Ano yung in
Mm.
Tagalog, ano yung kiliti nila? What will make them say yes just to
Yeah.
attend?
Kasi the most person that I have approached are mostly nurses, and they keep telling me na, oh, I want to retire. So that's my like my pang
Good.
pang oh pang nito
You're you're
pang-akit
you're
na
you're
I
big.
because
Yeah, yeah,
I'm telling them I'm fast tracking my early retirement, and hopefully
yeah.
within blah blah blah. So sort of it's working, and then later on I don't know what happened, they back
They
hindi man
don't turn
not
up.
back
They
down.
don't turn up. They don't turn up. Or they turn up.
Half
They turn up.
half may nag-turn up pero majority hindi, as in ignoring my message. Pero yung nag-reply ng thumbs up and then okay and give me some reasons, they turn up po.
What I would do like this, right? As long as you do the 7 steps we discussed, the use the phone,
Aha.
always use the phone. Why? Because if you have $1 million or £1 million you want to set up, right?
Mm.
You're going to be making sure that the people you invite to the team is going to be worth it, that this money won't be wasted. So in other words, I'm going to say, hey, Leah,
Mm.
it's in the invitation. I know you're a nurse, and I know how hardworking you are. Yeah, I
Mm.
know that. In fact, the time you put in and the long hours. However, I do also know that you also want a better thing in life. Yeah, tama ba? Do you want to retire? You're sick and tired of,
Mm.
working long shifts and so on. Yeah.
Mm.
So what if I'm able to make that happen in 1 year, in less than 1 year, in fact?
Yeah.
Right? What if
Yeah.
I can do that to you, right? And
Mm.
and this opportunity that you will see will actually make that happen in less than 1 year. Would you give at least 1 hour to listen?
I even said those words already, Sir Albert, and
And
then they even
and what
told
did
me
they
back
say?
na
What did
they
they say?
told me back, oh, let me check how you take off, parang ganun pa. So that's why I'm
Okay,
trying now
then why
to
that
prove
then
it to them.
if they're like that, that's okay. Just keep on
Yeah.
going. Don't analyze. There's some people who will say, prove it to me. Yeah, okay, no problem. I
Yes.
will. I will. But the point I'm saying is that I I know what this can do. Now, if you want me, that's fine. And
Okay.
what other options? You ask them too straight. What options do you have right now? Honestly, during the
Okay.
pandemic, what put
Okay.
it back to them. Put it back to them. What options have you got? What have you got to
Okay.
lose? Okay,
All right.
one part of this is that it might not work for you. Okay, I understand that. Okay, but what if what I'm going to tell you can actually make you retire? Is that possible?
Okay. I make them realize that again.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Are you happy with what you're doing? You keep on telling me, Leah, you work long hours, nagko-complain ka, you're telling me, you're sick and tired of this and that, you want something better. Now, what if this business I'm talking to you about is
Mm.
going to change your life entirely in just a period of 1 year? What if?
Okay.
And
Yeah, the
all you
words
have
what
to do
if.
is 1 hour. Yeah, what if?
Yeah, what
Because
if?
it's
Yeah.
possible. It's possible.
Okay. All right.
And now if they're really close and they still negative, don't worry about them. I
So
had
I'll just
people
stop.
like that.
Not
Yeah.
really stop. Just give them some
Yeah,
time.
don't stop. Don't stop. What it is that you have, for example, I always share this. You have a jar, okay, a big jar of
Mm.
full of in Australia we call lollies, candies, lollies, okay? One
Mm-hmm.
big jar, and in that jar you have five diamonds. Five diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
All I want you to do now, Leah, is dig through that jar and
Uh-huh.
find the five diamonds. And that five diamonds will will set you free in life.
Okay. Yeah.
So just well, okay, candy lolly, chuck it, lolly, chuck it, chuck it. Ah, one diamond. Lolly, 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 lolly. Oh, diamond.
That's a good analogy.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because the power of this business is not who you know, it's also who they know.
Mm.
We have people, leaders here right now, who have teams growing outside their country. They don't even know. My business, it's not about me, but my business now has gone to 34 countries. Do I know
That's
people
really
in
nice.
34 countries? No. How many did I invite? 19. Out of 19, less than 10 is doing. But you
Mm.
can become a director in less than 10. But did I get crap? Yeah. Did I stop? No. Did I take it personal? No. Sometimes when I was starting, it's challenging. That's why basic training is important, because when people start to talk, they're very close to their family, so people can be that's their soft spot. So just tell your team, you
Mm.
you might get no's from people you love, people you trust, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
sometimes we do things, sad to say, we have problems, but how many of your friends really that go to you and say, hey, Leah, I heard you need a bit of cash. Here's 500 pounds, on me. Don't even bother paying
Mhm.
here.
Mm.
And people say, oh, you lose friends. How can you lose friends? I have friends that didn't join me in this business, but the one guy is a pilot, but
Mm.
once in a while he would refer people to me, but he's happy, he's comfortable, he's living, but he respects me for what I do. He doesn't put me down. He doesn't tell me, you're doing this network marketing thing. No, he even talks highly to his friends, but he's a simple guy. He just wants that. So friends will be friends. In fact, look at that. Mr. Edgardo Ting was a total stranger to me. 16 years ago, total stranger. Now it's become, you know, person that's close to my heart. Because why? Because this business, that's what it does. It cultivates close friendships.
Okay.
Just keep on doing it. Just keep on doing
Yep.
it. Focus on your dream. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Okay. So is it
Okay.
still a good idea, Sir Gilbert, just to give them some time and get back to them after a
Yeah,
few
just
days,
keep on
maybe?
getting back to them. Yeah, the same.
Mm.
Get back to them. The same with Paul as well. When I called him,
Mm.
3 weeks, I didn't get a call from him. In fact, I knew he was avoiding my call. Tama ba, Paul? Diba? Send him a message. I know he read my message, but he won't reply.
Okay. Okay. Now
But
I
he,
get it. All
tama
right.
ba? Tama ba, Paul?
Tama, correct, correct.
I sent him a message. Sabi ko, Paul, are you there? Are you free? And then he won't reply. He won't reply.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow he will reply, oh, I'm busy.
Mm.
Pero
Okay.
he's a person worth pursuing.
Okay. Thanks,
Diba?
Sir Gilbert.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So any questions, guys? Any questions? Anything you want to clarify, concern, or whatever? Yeah? You guys okay? So as I said, guys, you're in the right path. This business, believe me, I'm not just saying this because I'm in crowd one. I'm telling you now, I won't go here full time and put my family's future in this business if I know it's not worth it. Some of you are starting, some of you spent €99, 36. I've got my family's income totally dependent on this. So what am I trying to say here? This is what I see the business. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. To build a business to get to 20 million in less than 2 years is a task and a great achievement. I don't know any business person. In fact, in our industry, I don't know any other company who's done what we've done. There's no other company. You are part of the pioneering. We will be talked about in the many years to come. It's just like Amway. Amway started the network marketing industry. Up to now, people talk about Amway because that's what they started. Well, guess what? In the coming years, we will be talked about because we are the first company that got into digital-based products where we are spreading so big in such a short period of time. Okay, so this is what you've got in front of you. Okay, so it's huge, guys. Okay,
Sir
so
Gilbert,
yes, Nader, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Good,
Very inspiring testimony, as usual.
good. How
I
can I
have a
help?
question. I invited one of my friends, and he told me, Nader, I know that this is network marketing from
Mm-hmm.
the way you invite me.
Good.
So I told him, okay, do you have any issues about network marketing? He said, no. As a matter of fact, I am already a member in another company, network marketing, and I'm doing well. And I am so committed to my company. So a person like this, how can I invite him to the webinar, or how can I convince him
Okay.
about Crowd One?
Okay, the best approach to someone who's doing well is put them up in a pedestal. Okay, so when you approach this person, great, you're doing well, excellent. I just need help, so come to him as a person who's asking for help. I'm not 100% sure, what's his name? Nader?
Peter.
Peter, okay. Peter, I need your help, because I just started with Crowd One, and you having what you said, like you're doing well in your business. In fact, you're doing really well from what I gather. I need your assistance. I need your suggestions, Can you do me a favor? I just need you to attend one of our webinar and have a listen. I just want you to see the business and the compensation, and tell me what you think, because I don't know whether it's worth me doing focusing on this, because I'm new in the business. but I need someone like you who's very experienced and knowledgeable about this network marketing business because I'm entirely new. Yeah. So I hope you can help me out. Could you spare me 1 hour, 1.5 hours, so you can have a listen and tell me what you think about it?
And Sir Gilbert, if he already like what do you call that? He liked the idea, or some way it inspired him, and he wants to join. Do you think it will be okay for him to handle two companies, or can he still do the business with Crowd One? Consider that he's already a member in
Okay,
another company.
good question. The reason why it took me 3 to 4 weeks to join Crowd One is because I was actually already also doing well in one program. However, for me to make a decision to do 100% in Crowd One is because I weighed the pros and cons. And I saw Crowd One as something that I can be better off in the long run. Are
Okay.
you with me? So in
Yes.
other words, don't think that you're doing something unethical. In fact, you're doing him a favor. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you become president and when you become ambassador and he comes to you and says, why didn't you tell me? Peter goes here, Nader, why didn't you tell me this? I wish you were a bit more persistent, then I would have joined you.
Okay.
Because Crowd One is like, he might be doing well, and I agree, but his car is a, let's say, a Mercedes Benz. It's a great car and so on. But you've got a Ferrari, you've got a Rolls Royce,
Lamborghini. Lamborghini is
you've got a Lamborghini
my
Huracan,
target.
you've got a Lamborghini Huracan, much better than his Merc. Okay.
Let me be more specific. I like the Lamborghini Urus. If you heard
Kurus.
about it, Urus,
No,
yeah,
no,
the
no. You tell
MIB.
me. We should talk about it. Send me photos about it. I might like them
I'm dreaming
better.
about it every day. Come on, every
Good,
day,
good,
every single day.
good, good. Share with me. I might change it because I like the Huracan. But again, if your Kurus is
Because I
better.
love SUVs, the high cars, not the
Okay.
sedan
It's
ones.
like an
Yeah,
SUV. It's like an
yeah.
SUV.
It's a
Okay.
sport car, SUV sport car. Yeah, super sport.
Okay, okay, okay. Good, good. You like a sporty SUV. Good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Gilbert.
Yes, Don Ed.
Okay, the perspective that you shared is powerful. I mean, looking at both companies from an objective perspective, understanding that one is better than the other. Actually, a lot of top networkers from different companies, they jump into our system and
Correct.
they are top leaders and they were making waves. The last one, I guess, is from Singapore, who brought his entire organization to the group of Ronnie. And that guy is a leader himself. I mean, earning huge income in the other company. So if they get a chance to see it, okay, even from a perspective of us showing something better, then chances are some of them will get into the system. Just a perspective. Thank you.
Correct. Thank you,
I
Ed.
agree with Sir Ed. I agree totally with Sir Ed. However, my question is in specific when it comes to the earning from the other company, because definitely that person, even though he joining Crowd One, he bring his entire network to Crowd One, he will still get profit from the previous company. So when it comes to legalities, is that will be okay for Crowd One to know, or if they discover later that he's still earning from another company, will that not be affecting his work in the future?
Actually,
Well,
the ones I know, they practically gave up whatever they would earn from the other companies. In other words, just like what Gilbert mentioned, there are two possibilities. One is uh, they might be out of that system of the other company. They don't care anymore. The other one is they can use another name like the spouse to get into the system. That's how others do it initially. And, you know, it depends on their performance.
Yeah, that's a
Very-
great
Can I
argument.
add?
Yeah, go ahead.
It actually does not matter to Crowd One. It matters more on the first company because that's his first company. Whether they have it's part of their terms and condition to join another company or not. If it's part of their terms and condition, it probably matters to them more than Crowd One because Crowd One is the second one, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter with Crowd One. Huh?
Correct. So there's different ways according to Ed and Paul. Yeah. So we can start him as with his wife Nader, and that, you know, when it comes to the point, let's say it's under his wife's name, you know, and when it comes to the point that that income is so huge that he himself will actually tell you, Nader, you know, forget that other company. I'm Crowd One. That may even happen soon, and I can help you. This is why what we'll do, we can take it offline. I can sit down, we can do a one-on-one. So in this type of person, this type of caliber, you don't put them in a crowd, we single them out. So in other words, we do a one-on-one presentation with this guy. Okay.
Great idea, Sir
So
Gilbert. Yeah,
my
I agree with you
suggestion,
totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
my suggestion is just say, just edify me so that, you know, give me enough power. Just say, Gilbert's pretty busy. However, you know, I spoke to him about you, Peter, and can you just spare, you know, an hour and a half? I just want to see, you know, how this can fit in with mine and what you think, because you've been experienced in this business. I just want to grab your brain, your mind, you know, your thoughts on what you think about this company. Is that okay if you can help me out? You know, and I'll just bring one of my affiliates upline, Gilbert, who can talk about it, and then you tell me, you know, what your thoughts are, and we'll do a one-on-one session with him. Okay.
Okay. Sounds
Let's,
good. Yeah.
yeah, let's not bring him into a big meeting because we want to, this type of guys we want to, or people we will deal independently. Okay.
Okay.
Good one, Nader. So that means
Thank you.
you're identifying the right people. You see, this is where your invite and the way you're identifying people, you're getting to the right ones. So that's good. That's a good sign. Yeah,
Thank
excellent.
you.
Keep on doing the great job. Let's
Sure, I
build
will.
Egypt. Yeah, let's build
Yeah,
Egypt.
very soon.
Is he
Egypt
from
is coming up.
Egypt? Is he from Egypt? Is
He's from
Peter
Egypt.
Egypt? He's from
Yes.
Egypt. I know.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
All
take
right.
it offline. We'll present to him.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nader.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Gilbert. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Sir Ed. Thank you, Sir Paul.
Okay. So, guys, any other questions? I know we've taken extra time. I'm sorry about that, but I hope this was helpful. And I'm able to enlighten you a bit on, you know, guys, it's basically falling in love with the journey. That's all it is. You know, it's a way of life. It's part of your journey. Enjoy the journey. Remember, you are on your way to becoming a multi-millionaire in euros. What an incredible journey it's going to be. How are we going to make it work, guys? So enjoy the journey. Enjoy what's going to happen because you're going to improve. You can only improve, yeah? Learn from your mistakes, improve, and then you'll become a better person. That's all it is about, yeah? And just keep on pursuing that dream, and it will happen. You know, pursue it with passion. It's going to happen. So if there's no other questions, I'd like you to hear from Don Ed. Are you guys still okay for time, guys? Yes, yes, no?
Yes. Of course, we have plenty of
Okay.
time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You
Yes.
need to hear from Ed because Don Ed, I trust him. I respect him. You know, this guy here, he's got so much to give as far as, you know, his wisdom and also, I don't know, I keep on saying this, but it's true. Not find your friends and see how many of your friends would actually devote a lot of their time in just pursuing and helping people get out of their, their
Rat race.
problem, their financial issues, just to get them out and help them become better in life. There's not a lot of people. So, let's hear from what he can say, because, through his breakthrough concepts, a lot of people have actually retired financially, not only in Crowd One, in the past. I've seen it. I've met them, I've seen them, and I know from, from the time they started to the time they changed, and what the breakthrough principle have done to them in their life. So without further ado, Mr. Director One Star Don Ed Ting, how are you, sir?
Thank you, Gilbert. But I see their notes; they're already full.
They're full. Are you guys
Yeah,
full?
the whole notebook is already filled with all the
We
right
have a
things coming
second.
from you.
Can I budge in on it? We have a second notebook.
How will you
That's a good
answer
guess.
that, Don Ed? Gloria says she's got 2 notebooks.
So,
I have my third already.
so
Marika's
you're
his
really
third
learning, huh?
notebook. Who's got the 4th notebook, guys?
Yeah.
Going.
I have
Okay.
seven.
Now I know that you're all thinking.
Number 4.
Tomorrow, Philippine time, from 8 o'clock in the morning, Philippine time, AM, to 10 o'clock, I'm going to have a special breakthrough. Okay, for those who would like to join, get in. But the seats are limited. So anyway, be there before 8 in the morning, Philippine time, tomorrow, to get a glimpse of that breakthrough that
8
I'm
to
going
10.
to conduct.
Whose link, Don Ed? Whose link are you?
I sent the link. It's Merly's link.
Okay.
It is actually an invitation from the Canada group, because I think they have a very different time zone. So I will allow them, that time tomorrow. Okay. Now, just a review. The only real power to change your life comes from yourself. We have to realize that. From your own conscious abilities and from the talents you awaken that are dormant within you. Okay? This is your way to freedom and to all the levels of happiness. You cannot contradict the laws of nature, and this includes the laws of the mind, without suffering the consequences. The mind and its capabilities obviously exist, so it is far more intelligent to discover and use them rather than dismiss them, because there is no scientific proof to give physical evidence of the content of a dream, but you certainly know when you have had one. As I mentioned in the earlier forum in Paul's webinar, everything that you see around, including you yourself, including your children, is the product of a thought, right? Like Mr. Gilbert, so he spotted Doña Diana. Have you seen Diana's? Is one of the most beautiful faces that you've got to see in person, okay? And look at the children of Gilbert, So it all started as a thought in Gilbert's mind to have beautiful children. So he attracted Doña Diana, and one day, they got married, and they have. And as Paul has been saying, if one is already contented with your life, you've got to also ask. Gilbert also asked that. Normally he tells that to people. If you yourself are contented with your life, you ask the people around you, especially your children, because you have something to do with them, with their appearance on this planet Earth. Are we together? They started as a thought in your mind. So it's now our responsibility to to ask them if they are contented already. Anyway, so you need to leave behind the belief that the cause of the circumstances and situations of your life is some outside factor. This is where you cease to blame, complain, whine, and feel powerless. You no longer choose to remain in victim consciousness where someone or something other than you is in control of what happens to you. So regardless of what the situation that we are in, and regardless of the future situations we will be in, then it all boils down to our personal choice or decision to be above any situation. Again, it's important to have what you call reserves. But more important than reserves is what you call financial retirement or freedom, which is possible, which is happening, which has happened already in this business. That's the one I saw more than 20 years ago in another company, okay? In fact, I sought for it. I got out of Ayala, understanding that the system is what I needed to practically retire financially. And the good thing, friends, the good news is this company where you are all in, or where we are all in, is even more powerful and more effective, and even a fast track. I mean, even gives us faster vehicle towards financial retirement. The unexamined mind or life is an insignificant and flat affair. So let's aim to to be more successful as we continue to touch other people's lives. Now, I'm so happy with the developments of a lot of people, in your organization, moving up. Okay, and of course, let's even move up faster and reach the highest possible level as soon as possible, because that will give us the opportunity to also touch other people's lives. Okay, just like what I heard from Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie, despite the fact that he's president 1 star, I mean, what's his level? He even welcomes people with higher levels, meaning if there's someone in the country or in the place where someone higher, he becomes more competitive, because he knows that that person has a bigger clout. Okay, and we'll have a better chance of getting people into the system. That must be our mindset also, meaning as we move up the ladder in the organization, the more influential we become, and the more people will be able to help. Okay, that's for now. And if you get the time tomorrow and even in the afternoon, I'll be around to share some insights on accelerated success. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, thank you, Don Ed. So guys, as what Don Ed said, please make time tomorrow, 8 o'clock. If you don't know the link, please message me or message your upline. We'll send you the link, and attend to that. The 2 hours will be an awesome opener for you, for your mind, to help you, again, as we said, convert your mindset into an entrepreneur mindset. So 100% recommended. Please do whatever you can to make time, guys. Okay, so I've learned a lot from Don Ed, and I continue to do so, and I'm forever grateful. So please make time for that breakthrough training, guys. Okay, because sometimes we just need that extra boost. That sometimes we're sort of, we think we're stuck, but we're actually very close, and all we need is that training to get us to the higher level that we've been seeking. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, Don Ed. Thank you for your patience, guys. Again, I hope it was helpful. We are here, as I said, together we will help each other. Just don't give up, guys. Just keep on tweaking and making yourself stronger, more better in handling objections, better in inviting, and most importantly, you know, before you invite people, strengthen your conviction, your commitment, because it's amazing when you call people on the phone, you don't even have to talk a lot. You know, when you're speaking to someone on the phone and you know that person means something, it comes across, you know, it comes across in the invitation as well. You know, we can be saying the same thing, but if my conviction is a bit not too, you know, they can feel I'm not even sure with what I'm inviting, they will feel it, even though we're saying the same line. But I can say, hey, you know, very simple line, this can change your life. You know, I don't want you to miss out. That's the reason why I'm calling you. And a simple line like that, and they can feel your conviction is strong. Gilbert's onto something, you know, and they will come and listen. It's just a matter of that. First, convince yourself, then let's work on convincing other people. Because what we're doing, we're focusing on other people before us. That's all. Okay. But I know you're here because you're here. You spent time. So congratulations. Thank you so much. I wish you a great night. I wish you a great future in Crowd One. We're going to be big, guys. Believe me on this. We're going to launch Epic One Lotto, and next year will be a grander. You know, for Ronnie to position himself in Dubai for the next 3 years, he's doing things strategically, and some people are flying there. So it's going to be big. Come join us. Let's do this together. And thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. God bless you all.
You too, Gilbert. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone for joining.
Bye.
Invite,
Salamat
invite,
po.
invite.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Donnie.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Okay.
Thank you.